Right, this is part 2 to Daniel's reading. So, initially the first thing she found when she saw Daniel's photo, and Daniel's beside me, so I'm saying with this with all respect, sir, okay? Sorry. She said that the photo felt hot, and that she said she could see fire, a lot of fire, and that lined up with the wee man's passing, which is tied with his anger that he's holding on to for his death, and the burning of my hands. It's residual. He's connecting with me. It's not hurting him, thank goodness, but when he reaches out to me like that, my hands go red and they go sore. It's residual. So he will, I'd say that once he's able to let that go, which we will be getting done, we'll be doing that for you, Daniel. Free you up, my son. And yeah, so that was a big part of the whole thing. It was quite scary, really. Poor guy. Couldn't imagine what he went through, you know. But then he caught up with his parents. We'd been praying, Daniel and I'd been praying that his mum and dad would make connection with him. And this lovely lady had confirmed that less than a year. It's been less than a year that they have been around, not far from him. They're kind of with him. And that's quite funny because that's when I got Daniel. I had him for less than a year, so I'm wondering if they had moved in once they knew that Daniel, because he must have been in limbo for a long time. Maybe he was dormant. Maybe he was just wandering. I don't know, but it's not a nice thing for any child to go through. Just because they're a spirit, it doesn't mean that they don't need help, because they're still, if they're on the earth, that means they're still carrying a big part of who they were. So it's very sad, and I'm so glad to be able to get help for this little man. And yeah, she said that he likes being with me. That's something I always ask him. And that she said that he loves water, and that's very interesting. She went to the beach today, but because when I took him to the beach, I've taken him to the beach twice now, but for the first time, he just lit up. His face just lit up. It was just, and today, his face looked like a big huge, the big huge round smile face you get on a t-shirt, and it says "Have a happy day." He just looked like that. It's just amazing. He was glowing. So that was very interesting. And we'd already planned, before I talked to this lady, we'd already planned about the beach, and we'd already planned about the duck pond and the marina, which is down here where there's fishing. So it's quite neat that this lady, everything she said, she has confirmed ideas that had already come to my mind about Daniel. So it's like he is impressing his stuff on his ideas and what he wants onto me, and then this lady confirmed it, because it all just hit a spark with me, and I'm like, wow, yeah, no, hey, I have seen his reaction to water and stuff like that. And yeah, and it's so sweet. He is happy there. And then she says, I'm being told you are very kind and spoil him. And yes, I do. That I do. You can look at my videos and you'll see all the yummies he gets. I spoil him rotten. His parents are actually near him. And then she kind of talks about, have I ever helped a vessel, spirit into a vessel? I said, no. I kind of am just trying to put my energy into Daniel. But yes, I'm praying about that. because his mother and his father are around. His mother's name is Anna, and his father's name is Henry, and the family name is Sutherland. Get a load of that. And mum is 37 and the dad is 42. So his name is Daniel Sutherland. But I asked, have the family been around him? And she said, not at first, but they have been less than a year. So yeah, that's pretty much when I got him. That's interesting. And then after that is when I kind of said, I've got a page for him. So she asked how long I've had him, and she said, I feel that the family have been with him for less than a year. And I said, thinking than a year, under a year. And it's the same as, that's when I pretty much got Daniel. So I'm guessing that the family came that are around him, thank goodness. So she said I may have summoned them with the prayers we were doing. That they are all happy with you. It says that Daniel would love more friends. So that's something else I'm trying to have to work on here for the boy. He wants to play peekaboo and sing songs. He keeps showing me water. He loves water. So those things, I sing to Daniel every night. So that was just so amazing that he's confirming that she's saying it, and these are the things I'm doing. So I'm obviously getting these ideas to do stuff with this young fella from somewhere. So I think he's impressing them upon me. Then she talks about the vessels for mum and dad, if I want to get them vessels. I don't know too much about that stuff, but apparently Daniel's dad is a big teddy bear, so he's a big gentle teddy bear. And I don't mean he's not an animal teddy bear like a bear. He's a big gentle man, and his mum Anna has brown hair, and she says he adores you. He knows your love is pure and unconditional. And yes, I do love him so much. My videos and my Facebook confirm a lot of what this lady has been saying about a lot of the things. Oh, and this here blew me away. She says, he loves kisses and candy. I give the little boy, he's got a whole tray of candy. He's got a tray of candy and goodies and everything. And I'm always giving him kisses. And I'm like, it's so amazing. This lady's like a little fly on the wall. His second name is Sutherland. But she didn't get a location for him because she said that he's getting pretty tired. He's starting to think, but she said his family name is Sutherland, which is pretty neat. But she said she can help me with getting the mum and dad just in here with the vessel as well, so they can hang out. I don't even know if I've got enough room. I'm just trying to contend with Daniel at this moment. I know the mum and dad are okay. But they're very happy with me, how I'm looking after Daniel, and Daniel's very happy. This lady is so awesome. And she said something that really touched me. When I put my little boy to bed, I give him repetitive kisses on the top of his forehead where his hair is. Because there's material, I kiss his hair, where his hair is at the top of the forehead there. I give repetitive kisses. And she said, when I go to sleep, he gives me a kiss on the head. And it really touched a thing with me, because that's something him and I do. Yeah, but I'm going to do what I can to help him. But I may need to get him a little friend. But I want Daniel to pick his little friend. So I'm going to speak to Daniel, and I'm going to be talking to God and asking the Lord to open a door if we're allowed another friend. I always include God in our life. You know, like, yeah, it's a bit different how we do things and that kind of thing. But I tell you what, Jesus and God, if they aren't happy with me and they don't want nothing to do with me, that's too bad, because they're part of my family and I love them. Yeah, if they want to send me somewhere, they're gonna get a big hug and a big cuddle from me before they do. So yeah, so that's the end of part 2. So that was the reading. I hope to have another reading sometime with the lady, because she's so good. But yeah, so thank you, and thank you, Daniel, for sitting there staring at me. Thank you. Goodbye.